Hello folks and welcome back to Roller Coaster Tycoon. We are here in Loopy Landscapes. We've gone through the entirety of the original game, the entirety of the first expansion, which is Corkscrew Follies. Now we're on the second expansion, which is Loopy Landscapes. I remember very little of this, but there's not a ton of parks. Like there's a good amount, but it's not a ton. Wow, that looks super cool. But we're going to take a look at the very first one. We're going to go through our beginner parks, then we'll do our challenge parks, then that, and then we're on the Roller Coaster Tycoon itself, or the second one itself, as I said. So let's go ahead and open up Iceberg Island. It's a collection of icebergs to make a cold setting for this ambitious theme park. You have to have at least 1,250 guests in your park at the end of October year 3 with a park rating of at least 600. Let's jump in and pause it because we already have a park established, which is kind of fun. Let's take a look here and see what is going on with that pathing. I'm not hugely a big fan of that. We also have a lot of stuff going on here. I don't really particularly care for any of the stuff that's going on, so we might start off and get rid of all of this and make it exist again. Before we do that, let's take a look. We have the option of charging per ride. The park entrance is free, so we're gonna need to charge per ride. Ride wise, we already know we have the chairlift because it's there. Flat ride wise, we have an okay selection, nothing that's great. Coaster wise, bobsled coaster, great. We have a steel looping coaster, great. Okay, and then thrill ride wise, we're doing okay. And the other important thing we need to take a look at is we have drinks and food and all of that stuff. Water rides, I don't expect to really have any, so we have that. All right, I'm gonna close this ride down because I do want to remove it and I want it to be somewhere else. I'm gonna close down most of this park and redo it because I don't really care for how this park is set up at its current state, and I'd rather do some other things. So let me go through and start with the construction of this, and that's going to start off by just removing all of this, and then I also am just trying to find any guests that are over there. I want them to go somewhere else so we can get them out of the way here. And we'll delete all of that stuff. And you can see there's a whole lot more in the way of guests here, so we need to take care of all of them. We'll close all of that stuff out, and we'll just try to get all of the people over here. I think that's the last one that exists on that side of the park. Oh no, there's more down there. That one, and that one. And I don't see any more movement there. So that's all gone. We no longer have that part of the park. Well, we're going to fix that, obviously, but we need to do some damage control here first. Ooh. There's one more over there. All right. I think we have everybody taken care of now. Oh, there's an underground path? What is going on here? Why would there be an underground pathway? All right. Sometimes these parks are a little exhausting because there's just no logical reason to do what was done. So I'll figure out where that path is going down the road here. What we're going to start off with, though, here is a realignment of sorts. I want to just get an area of flat ground so that we can do some rides and all of the things that make up an amusement park. So we're just going to slowly squash some of this stuff, raise up other parts, and now we have a spot that we can actually do stuff with. So I'm going to go with the darker path here, not because it looks better, just because I want to show what we've done versus where we're at now. Oh, that's where the staircase is. Okay, so it goes down there. Interesting. All right, well, if that's the case, then we're not going to build there. We're going to just come out. Get rid of that. I don't have to adjust heights anymore, I hope. And we'll go through. Actually, let me change that over to this. And then we'll have that go there. The other thing I most definitely want to do is I want to close down that pathway so that nobody goes in it, and then we can close that area out. I don't know where that pathway goes or what's going on with it. I do know that I need to start charging for some of these rides. What's the excitement on there? So that's going to be $8. This one, what is the excitement there? It's going to be $2. And I guess I need to make sure that they're set to 10-minute intervals for both of them, even though a mini golf thing should not break down. Oh, it doesn't. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Grab another one of you, and we'll throw a couple of you guys in place. So get rid of all of that. Now we should be able to go in and add on some of this other stuff. Cool. So I'll get that in there. Charge our money for all of that. Get a restroom as well. And then hopefully we can start adding on stuff to get the rides going. All right, so that looks decent. It's not beautiful by any means, but it's at least a start for this park. And now we can start adding on some of the basic stuff that I would like to get in here. So take a look there. We can't build over one because it's too high. So we're gonna have to help it out a bit. And we'll see if that satisfies what we need. It does, thank goodness. And we're going to paint that to be more snowy kind of themed. Wait for a full load, don't care about any of that. $1 sounds fine. We'll open that bad boy up. I just need to rearrange this a little bit here. Cool, that will be fine because we're going to put in some food stuff over here. We'll make our $2 and make sure that all the numbers look nice. So like this one, we're not going to make $2, but it's okay. We're making a little bit less and we're able to do some more stuff with that, which is totally fine. All right, our next ride area. Yeah, see, this is the problem with this park is that you can't really build anything that's remotely elevated really, so just got to be careful about where we're putting stuff. So I'm going to put that there. That is going to go right there. $2 sounds fine. Make sure it's Space Raiders, full load, all that stuff. We'll open that up. And we're going to get going here. Here we go. We'll throw another bathroom, I guess, over there. Just because we can. And I kind of want to put another info kiosk there. I'm not going to do that quite yet, but I could. Inside of here, let's get rid of... I really just want thrill rides, I think, right now. And then we'll figure out what's going on after that. As far as coasters go, coasters are going to be able to be everywhere in this park, which is nice. So I'm just trying to fill up this area with some of the rides that we can't build coasters for. And, well, actually, let's go build a coaster. Why not? I really think that... where's it at? Fizzly is like an awesome ride that, in theory, should be able to fit there. But for whatever reason, is not able to go there. We can go... I don't understand... There we go. Okay. So if I wanted to, I could put it there. Even raise it up a little and get that in there. It's $11,000. It's a great ride. I really do like that ride, but it's not going to be what we're building right now. So let's zoom in here and figure out where exactly we're going to have these rides exist at. And what is our height on all this stuff? So our height for those is up 5. Okay, so we only really need to come up 1. There we go. Even though that's not up high enough, we need to go up 1 more. There we go. Okay. And I just want to check and make sure. 8 cars. Beautiful. All right, I want to go up 1 more, I think. Here we go. And I think really this is just going to be kind of an out and back coaster. I'm going to borrow some money to build it, but it shouldn't cost us too much. The spacing on all this is really driving me crazy. Just having a real hard time telling where things are at. All right, so let's do something like that. We'll have that drop down like so. Have it continue to turn. Boom. Boom. There we go. We'll throw an on-ride photo section there just to bleed a little bit more money. There we go. And then I just need to see where we're at in relation to what we've built here. Is that lined up or no? Oh, it is. That's gorgeous. I didn't even plan on that, honestly. Just worked out nicely. So we're going to go up, throw the last little bit in there, have that come in. Not a booster. We're going to brakes. I really like having big brake runs that slow the train down slowly, as opposed to how the ride or the game usually likes to do it, where they just slam on the brakes and that's it. So I like the slower approach with those. All right, but we have that. I'll deal with the colors later. Let's take a look. 2 trains is perfect. And I need to make sure that that lift hill is as fast as possible. We'll test that out, see how it works. We're going to play with the colors, I think, a little bit here, as our train is slowly going up the lift hill there. And we're just going to call it Polar Plunge. Or just Polar Bear. I like that better. That ride is absolutely flying. And that brake run's actually about the right length. So let's take a look at the second train, just see how it lurks on that part. I'm more interested in top speed over the first 2 hills. So that one, great. This one should be a little slower by about 7-8 miles an hour. And then it's going to race towards the end here. Cool. All right, so take a look here. It's a 59-second ride, so maximum wait time is going to be 27. Minimum is going to be like 25. We're going to wait for a full load, and then it should be pretty much ready to roll, like right out of the gate. Should not be an issue at all. So we'll add on our lines and all that stuff. There we go. There we go. And that's going to be another area where you can put in another ride or two. We're going to open that up. And we'll just get all of that put into place. And we'll figure this part of the area out later. I don't like any of this. I just need to build this area up a little bit more before we can do anything with it. So thrill ride wise, can I get that in there? Oh yeah. Just need the money, but that's not a big deal. We can get that. All right, full load. Got all that. Dollar, sure. Let's open that bad boy up. And then we'll build out the line for it. All right, and we're going to advertise for the polar bear. And actually, what I'm going to start doing here, before we do any of that, I'm going to start the process of closing down this side of the park. I'm just not a fan. I want it to go away. I don't like it. Don't need it. It needs to go away. So we're going to start slowly closing down parts of this park, or this part of the park. All right, so this ride has made us some money, but it's going to close. This ride has also made us some money, but it is also going to close. And we're going to clear everybody out of that sector. And nobody's going to be able to finish their ride on that. Get rid of that dumb thing. That's crazy expensive. And that will allow us to advertise, not for the park. We could do an advertising campaign. Let's do it for the particular ride. And it's going to be for Polar Bear. And we have $800 that we can work with, so we're going to do that. Because this area is completely going away. And then we can construct on this and just remove all of it. It's not an expensive ride, so we're not going to get a ton of cash from this, but we'll get something. Even if we get like $1,000 back, that will be a huge help longer term. So yeah, we got a decent chunk of change, honestly, from that. This is the longest queue I think I've ever seen in this game. And one thing I don't understand is why are people walking in a closed queue? Oh, it's just, okay, it's a handyman, never mind. My bad. But we're going to get rid of all of this. You don't need to be there. And then we're just going to slowly keep closing off parts of this park. So, let's see, we'll get rid of that. That's there. Get rid of all of that. You, my friend, need to just come over here. A compact inverter coaster. That's a good ride for this park, too. Cool, cool, cool. All right, so we're going to get rid of all of this. We'll get rid of the snowballs and all of that stuff. Just extraneous theming. I understand what they're doing. They're just trying to show you all the new stuff that exists in the game. But I don't really want it. So we're going to get rid of it. And this is going to be our saving grace for a little bit, that we have enough budget that we can go in and we can fix a lot of this park up. So I'm going to repay a good bit of that loan. We need to desperately increase capacity for this park. So we'll spend some time building on some additional paths here. And with that addition, we can then go in and put some of the things that we need to have here. So it's going to just be called Spiral Slide. And get 5 people on it every 10 minutes, sure. Get a very basic line there for it. We could continue this ride, or path out here and loop this all together, which might not be a terrible idea. So let's see what that looks like. There we go. It's not pretty, but it works. It also gives us more space to build from. So we're going to get that all put into place. Gorgeous. Why are water slides a thing on an iceberg? Like, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I'm going to get rid of roller coasters. I want thrill rides. That's all I really care about right now is thrill rides. Because we're severely lacking. We have 2 of the 3 offered, and they both kind of aren't the best. Okay, I can build that up there. There we go. We'll do the same thing over here. Gorgeous. All right. Don't really care. I don't like that yellow, but it's not like that big a deal. And we're trying to add basic capacity here. Nothing wild, but we have 300 guests in our park, and we don't have that many rides to keep all of them happy. So we need to really make sure we're doing our job here and getting some of that basic stuff filled out here. So we have another roller coaster on the way in. Looking at the roller coasters. Let's see here. We don't have a ton of money to deal with right now. We'll get more, but we don't have a ton going on right now. Let's start trying to clear out people. So all of these people need to go over there. Let's take a look and see. You're, I think, one of the last remaining people on that side of the park. Is that correct? Oh, no, we got plenty. For some reason, handymen really like that side of the park. Yeah, no kidding, you're lost. There's another person right there. There's a whole bunch of people over here, including a mechanic, which we don't need for sure. And what we're going to do is we're going to close that area down so they get stuck. Do we see any? Oh, there's one friend there. And a couple more still. What are you guys doing? Okay, you can be hungry. Just go to the place where there's food. I'm more concerned about why there's so many handymen in this area, too. And why are you guys all so happy? Thought I was done. All right. I'm not seeing a ton of movement, so we're gonna slowly just start wiping all this out. They're still getting over there from that dumb underground passage that I most definitely do not want to have. But for some reason, workers really seem to like to go on paths that nobody else is on, that are closed to everything. They're just like, let me see what's up. All right, but I'm not seeing any other people around. So that is one positive that we have going on here. All right, we have that finally mostly taken down. We'll get rid of that. We need another info kiosk and another bathroom close by because we have 415 guests in a very tiny little area of this park. So make sure they have all that they need there. And again, our workers just love going down on these random paths that do nothing other than make my life harder. Alright, so we have that. I'm going to go through and just wipe out that path. And there's still more for some reason. Just kind of spirals down there. All right. At least now we have consistency in all of the things. And we need to get a move on here so that we can get this park won. We have some money that we're dealing with, which is nice. We are making some cash, and we do have rides. So let's try to get more people to this park. So I think we're going to quickly build a compact SLC, and that's going to exist somewhere out here, I think. Oh, that would have been cool, but it's not going to fit. So we'll do something. Let's have it actually curve out the other way. Now I just want to make sure it actually is able to clear that spot. Just barely, but it does clear it. All right, we'll turn that off for now. We're going to borrow some more cash. And we're going to do what suspended looping coasters always do, which is do half loop, right corkscrew, right corkscrew, or left corkscrew, half loop, go up, 1, 2, level off there. We'll do an inline twist, boom, boom. Half loop, left corkscrew. Actually, we can actually probably start coming back towards the gate now if we wanted to. We don't even have to do anything else. Yeah, let's just end the ride. There's no reason to make it longer than it needs to be. We're just trying to get some people in this park, so if we can do that without spending a ton of money, I think that makes the most sense. All right, instead of going up there, let's just have it on-ride photo section. Have it turn. These can go up by 1 as they do their thing, and then we can run into brakes. I think we're off there, so we just need to get that part fixed. Boom. Some block brakes there. And then this brake, we're just going to lower down to like 13 miles an hour. Entrance in the middle, exit right there. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but we'll test it out and see what happens. Let me just increase the lift hill speed. We should be able to fit 2 trains. Yep. We'll test that and see what's up. All right, so it barely makes it over that, but I kind of dig it. Here we go, going through that at nice speed. This is a little slow, but it's not too bad. That's a fun interaction, even though it will never happen in real life. Going through, comes on the brakes, block brakes. I'm very happy with that. That works out very nicely. So as long as it's not too intense, which looks like we'll be okay. There we go. All right, and that is a 58-second ride. So again, we'll change that over to, let's do 26. And the minimum wait time will be 24. Boom, ba-doom, ba-doom. $8. $3.50. And that'll be the same price throughout the whole park. I don't know what we're going to call it. Red 1. Why? Because there's a movie that came out that's named that, and it should be all right. All right, so that's fine. We're cool with all that. 1, 2, 3. Probably put some food back here. I don't think there's a lot of space to do other things, but can we get a coffee thing in there? Yeah, we can. In that coffee shop, we're gonna get to up to $2. We'll get some more burgers, because why not? And what's the line for this? 8 minutes, that's not bad. They're looking at their watches, but it's not that bad. All right, and we just dipped into the negative as far as cash flow goes, but we're back above. Wow, they're all about this ride apparently. We got an Enterprise, heck yeah. That's exactly what I wanted. I love Enterprises. They are just a great ride for this game and in real life. But I absolutely love them in Roller Coaster Tycoon. So we can call it Enterprise. We can charge $4 for that all day long. We'll wait for a full load, maximum. We'll go back to just normal speed. And we'll build out a little line here, because this is eventually going to connect back with the rest of that path. There we go. We'll open this bad boy up because there's no reason to keep it closed. That means we can also throw another info kiosk right there and throw in another bathroom over there as well. Oh, I didn't close it off. My bad. All right, so let's see. We have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And we'll get our trash cans going around as well. Just taking a look at our rating. It was there for a little while. It's going back up. We can also continue this path over here and bring it up into another spot, which I think I might do eventually here. Especially as we have this little island area starting to get full. I think we are going to throw a bobsled coaster in here too. It's just not going to be as big or complicated as the last one was. But I like the idea of a bobsled coaster in a winter themed park. What was our goal? 1,200 guests in 3 years? Is that what it was? 1,250. Okay. So we're going to go into finances. We're going to advertise for the park. For 2 weeks, we have the money to do that. And hopefully we will make some more money that we can advertise for more. And right now, we're just trying to get people into the park. And I think we're doing a decent job of that. All right, so we're moving through. I'm excited with where we're at right now. Obviously, we have a ways to go, and that advertising campaign for the park finishing doesn't help a lot of cases right now, but we do have some money, and we've paid back a little bit of our loan. Let's take a look here. If we do advertising for the park in general, we can afford 4 more weeks, so we will do that. And our newest coaster already has a maxed out line, which is fantastic. All right. So let's take a look and see invention-wise where we're at here, or research-wise. We got go-karts. Honestly, not that big of a win. The Enterprise is the biggest win that we've gotten recently. Let's take a look at some of our flat rides here and just see where we're at. We have all of them. That's the problem. Although we could build a maze real fast. So I'm going to go to normal speed. We'll build a custom maze. That's not a big deal to do. And luckily, mazes almost never take up that much space. And the thing I love about mazes in this game is you can conform them to fit whatever it is that you might need. So we're going to use the space we have here to go in and make our maze. And hopefully figure out if this works or not, or if we have... and by works, I just mean that we have a maze that's designed well enough that it functions, which I think we do. This is not going to be a complicated maze by any means, but it should be enough to do some things with. So we'll do that. Our entrance is going to be over here. Nope. All right, let's... There we go. There we are. Not a complicated maze, mainly because we don't need it to be. Mazes can take in an incredible amount of people for what it is. So we're just going to call that maze. I don't know why that's a right option, but normally it takes 16. Open RCT has changed that to 64, which is fantastic. It's a more realistic number, honestly. I'm not sure why it was 10 minutes as opposed to, or 39, or whatever minutes it was, as opposed to the normal 10 that we have set up, but that's not a big deal. All right. We could put in some food over here. There's not a lot of food. There's 1 and 2. We could put something in there. I'm not super keen on doing that quite yet, but it is an option, which is nice to know we at least have options. If I were to set this park up again a little bit, I think this guy would be moved over here. These would just be shifted down, and I don't actually, that actually wouldn't even work. So it doesn't matter too much, because this is actually taking up that area. Okay, never mind. I'm a big fat liar. I apologize. All right, let's see if we can advertise for Polar Bear. So we're going to do free ride vouchers for Polar Bear. And we can afford a lot of that. Yeah, we can afford all of that. So we'll do that. We'll pay back more of our loan. And we'll speed this up. And just as a reminder here, because I forget constantly what our goal is. 1250 year 3. Okay, we're near 1. We're halfway to that goal, which is very nice. So we have a couple of options of what we could do. I'm going to quickly clear all of this fencing because it's super ugly. I do not like it. I want it to go away. So we're going to make it go away real fast. And it's gone. Okay. So we have options. We've essentially exhausted this area. I could put a bobsled coaster on here and have it dipsy-do through here, which I think I'm going to do. And then we have this larger area over here that we still need to figure out a little bit more we want to do with. And we still have 3 more quote-unquote icebergs to deal with. So we'll get on those in due time. But let's go in and build out a bobsled coaster and launch free fall. Heck yeah, it's on our way. We can do that. So let's get our bobsled coaster put into place here. Bobsled coaster stations require tons of space because these cars just don't provide a lot Like they're massive, so we're gonna get rid of that one because that's the max size. We'll put it in a block break. Cool. And then we can have that, hopefully. Could we do a bigger turn? We can. And then we just need some more cash here. And I think I can do that one more before that. All right, so we're gonna build a little lift hill here. These don't have super high stuff from what I can remember here, so hopefully we'll get this in. And we're not trying to build a crazy coaster by any means. This is gonna be a very simple coaster. There is on-ride photo section, so we can even milk them for more money if we need to. Don't know if that's entirely necessary, but it makes me happy that we can. What's our max loan? I forget. 20,000. All right, we're gonna go for it. We build in a little ride here. And should I be curving some of these down here? I always forget if that's something that I should do. Yeah, I should definitely be curving all of that. All right, so let's continue that down there. And then we'll go in. I'm going to put the on-ride photo section right there. And then we're going to have a turn. Do that and then go up. Oof, I can't see what I did here previously. Okay, that's all well and good. And then we're just going to dipsy-do around until we can get back to where we need to. We're at the right height already, so I don't want to go too crazy with changing heights and all that stuff, but we'll see what we can do here. I'm sorry, I'm trying to hold back a cough. It just doesn't want to not come, so if you hear me kind of choking, it's not because I'm struggling for words or anything like that. It's because I have a cough. So let's just finish this ride off. I don't know if that last little bit is going to be what we actually need today or if it's going to be more. But we'll find out for sure here in just a moment. Let's go ahead and add some brakes here. And then we can see what's up. I'm going to go with black on that instead of red. 2 cars, cool. We'll speed up the lift hill just because we can. And then we'll watch car 1. And we're just going to call this bobsled. And we'll check and make sure that it does all of the things it's supposed to do with this little lift hill here. Which I love when they come roaring into a lift hill. It makes me happy. The only real question is this hill right here. Everything else should be pretty straightforward, not a big deal. The question really lies with that lift hill. So there's little graphical issues there. Not a big deal. Going down. We're traveling. It's going to be going faster. Ooh. That makes me really nervous. Let's see what we get as our rating here. So that maybe determine what we do. Okay. I'm cool with that. I don't know how it has high intensity, but whatever. So we'll do that. There we go. And as far as the ride goes, it's pretty much what all of our stuff has been. All right, we got all that. We'll open that up and we'll see what happens. We are going to have to watch our first full load there to make sure it doesn't leave the tracks, because that could be a big problem. And we've also kind of boxed ourselves in a little bit. We can have this go down. My intention here is to have a pathway come straight out from here, connect them with this path, and then we can go out to the other icebergs that we have. That one there, I will do something with, but it's going to take a little time to get there. This one is much more natural as far as how it flows and does all the things. So we'll see what happens, and this should be rolling out here in just a moment. Now, bobsleigh coasters are kind of a weird thing. Like, I've been on one at King's Dominion. I forget what it's called now. It's orange. But they're an incredibly interesting ride. Like, I don't know if they're the most comfortable ride in the world that I've ever been on, but they're definitely interesting. So let's watch this one. We're short 12 people. Or, excuse me, 6 people. 3 cars times 2. But I just want to see what's going on with those and see if this is going to be a problem. So my hand is on the pause button, ready to go. And says, in case it says crashing, we are ready to roll. And with train 2, which has a full load, it looks like, we'll be able to test that a little bit better here in a second. That one's okay. So let's go with train 2. And look at that timing. This one left the station. That one's there. Perfect. I love it. We got about another 500 or so people we need to get, and then we'll be good. But let's make sure that this coaster is actually doing all of the things it's supposed to. And by all the things it's supposed to, I mean it survives this hill right here. That graphic problem is bothering me greatly, but it's okay. All right, so again, my hand's on the pause button. I just want to make sure full load. Well, yeah, we're totally cool. All right, that's all we need. It comes in, has to stop for just a hot second, but then we're good. Okay. That's all well and good. Let's go in. We've got a motion simulator as well. Heck yeah. All right, so we're going to go roughly from this area. And we're just going to build out. Now, I know we need some cash to do this because we are tight on cash as always. Let's turn on our height numbers. So we're at 0. So that's going to go there. Then we're going to go down to 0. And I'm off kilter here. I'm going to be off again, aren't I? Yep. Oh, and we're also supposed to be at 5. All right, so we'll do that. All right, and at least we're providing a little bit more pathing, places for people to go on rides. All right, that looks good. Let's go ahead and add in some more food and beverage areas here. So, drinks, sure. Burgers, but of course. And then, obviously, we go with an info kiosk and a bathroom. There we go. Gonna hire some more handymen. Get another mechanic, and we'll probably get some more security guards too. All right. Now we can focus on some rides. So what I think I want to have here is a launch tower. So it's at 15, so we're going to go up to 115. Entrance and exit are going to be offset. And I'm going to play with some new color combinations. That's something I don't really do much with these rides. They're usually white with a different color core, and that's what we do. But I want to play a little bit. So let's go with a dark blue. Now, maybe not blues. Ooh, that looks fun. All right, what can we put in there? Oh, maybe sort of okay. Okay, that looks fine. Do that for both. We'll just tone that down as well. It's going to go 47. It's going to cost $4. We'll wait for that full load, which we will definitely have. Launch zone, because I am a creative monster. We'll test it, but it will work because we've done the proof of concept for that already. That there. And this bad boy is just gonna... Actually, let's just have that run straight out like so, and then there's gonna be a motion simulator that goes in that spot. Okay. We have our testing results already in. So we can get that one going. Get our motion simulator in here. Those will go like so. We'll make that $3. I think that's appropriate amount of money. It only has room for 8 passengers, so it's not a lot. So we'll do that. Got that. We'll open that bad boy up because it doesn't really require much. And we have room for more rides. Got another thrill ride coming our way. And what are our guest numbers doing? So the quality of our park has gone up. Our guest numbers have been sort of flat. So let's speed the game up here a little bit. We're still in October year 1. We got roughly 800 guests, a little under that, but we're pretty close. And we are pulling in cash right now, which is what we need to do. We need to make some money. We spent that $5,000 worth from this coaster here. And if we take a look at its profitability now, it's making us $13,000 an hour. This one's making us 15. And this one's making us, nope, that's up to 17. So let's pause here real fast. 24, that's what we're looking for. This is our moneymaker. So I'm gonna go back to normal speed. We'll do advertising campaign for the park, and we have $2,300, so we should be able to get 6 weeks out of that, and that hopefully will be the W for us. See, we are exhausting people's cash balances here, but they are loving the park. They're going home with a few dollars in their pocket after spending lots. This guy is the exception to that rule. He only spent $69.50. Nice. Or he has that much money left, excuse me. We have a top spin, which I'm not going to build because they're not really all that popular a ride in Roller Coaster Tycoon. And we got to figure out what we're doing next because I'm not really sure. We need to build, so we have a scrambler. We have that, don't have it, don't have it, have, don't have, have. Have, don't have, don't have, don't have. And this is just a whack-a-mole of stuff that we could have. We're not doing anything in that realm. Okay, we'll see what the world brings us here. But we're going to turn back on roller coasters and general rides. We are up officially over 800 guests, so that's good. And our money is continuing to do its thing and go up, hopefully. What we could do really quickly if we wanted to win this is just cut our cost. So if we made everything much cheaper, we'd win. But I don't want to do that quite yet. I want to make some more money so we can win more easily. Because we have till October year 3. We're only in March of year 2. So we have time to spare. All right, let's get advertising campaign. And we're going to put that for Polar Bear. We'll make it for 12 weeks, and we're going to borrow some money to do that, but that should pay us back. No problem. Again, this ride fits most things. High, medium, low, like that's perfect. As far as popularity, yeah, 100%. Of course, everybody loves it. We have a couple of people who can't afford it, but I can't really do too much about that quite yet. Though I could knock that down to like $5. So let's do that. And let's go find that person who said they couldn't afford it. Nobody right now. Okay. Let's see how that goes. We'll make this one $5. We'll make this one $5 too. Oh, we got a road drop? Yeah, that's a decent ride for what we need. So let's just start dropping prices across the board. $3. Charge $3 for this one as well. These are all $1, right? Or no, we'll make that $1. That's fine. This one is $1. Maze should be $1. That should also be $1. Okay. I think that's the extent of the rides that we have. And I really could easily play with land heights here. Make this a much flatter surface for us to have some activities happen on. Okay, we have some room for more activities. Now we just need to build the path over to our activity spot. Which we'll do like so. These paths are killing me. $47 a pop? Yikes. But look at that. We have reached the promised land. So we have that set up. So I'll reconnect that because there's no reason not to. I really wish we could build when the game was paused, but that's not a thing you can do in Roller Coaster Tycoon. And then we'll just place all of the things that we were missing back in there. We'll get some more food and all that stuff set up here in a moment. That looks good. Throw a bathroom in there. And then for that long trudge across that bridge, we need to reward all those people with some food and drink. All right, and then we can go in and build. Let's do a roto drop. So 25. It's not going to go up all the way because it doesn't need to. Charge $3. Doesn't seem like a big sum. We're going to have to change the color scheme because it's the same color scheme that our current drop tower has, or our launch tower. That works. We're going to throw a pirate ship in there. We got a haunted house coming our way. Heck yeah. Yeah, none of these are going to be like killer attractions or anything, but we just need to have a better variety of stuff so that we can build on hopefully here real soon. So we'll throw that in there. We're going to go back to here. All right, then we're going to need to build a coaster, I think. Just need to change all of our settings here. We got that. Cool, and then we have this whole area for another coaster. We just got to decide what that coaster is going to actually be. So let's turn off channel rides and thrill rides. Excuse me, I'm still trying to hold back a cough. It's just nagging. But we'll get that in there shortly. And hopefully we'll be okay. Still struggling to get to that 1,000 people, so let's do an advertising campaign for the park. Or 1,250 is what we need, so. Gonna wait till we get up to that money. So we're looking for 4,200. Boom. We have the advertising campaign for the park. And now we have no safety net. We cannot increase our money at all. So we just need to make cash right now. Or we just need to win. One of the two. So the goal mainly is just to make back the $4,200 we just spent. And then anything after that is gravy. But we need to make back that money. And we got a corkscrew coaster. That's a huge win. We can get a corkscrew coaster in this spot, build it without issue. And we're also over 1,000 people right now, so that's good. So we're gonna go back to normal speed. We're gonna go into our coasters, build our corkscrew coaster. Actually, let's turn it this way. Because I just need to see if this will actually fit where I want it to be. Left. Left. Half loop. Come on. Come on, come on. No. Okay. So half loop. Left. Left. Come on, half loop. No. All right, so that means we're just going to have to turn it. And I'm just going to go the other way to make sure. I don't know if we'll clear here. There we go. Put that in place, and we have 1 train, 6 cars. All right, small half. Left. Left again. Small half. Boom. On-ride photo section. Loopy to the right. Nope, let's loopy to the left. Just give us ourselves a little bit more space to work with. Alright, now we just need enough money to build out the rest of this. And that all, in theory, should work. So let's put that all into action. First incline shuttle mode, we have 7 cars. Let's test that out and see how good or bad of a job we do. Ooh, it just barely makes it through that, but hopefully it'll be all right. There we go. I'm just going to charge $5, that's all. We'll open it up, and we're going to paint this thing because it's ugly. There we go. That's fun. And our guest number just went to the upward trend, so that's a good thing. We can still advertise or get free rides on a particular ride. Our line for polar bear is remaining not full, so let's see if we can get free rides on polar bear. There we go. 12 weeks is $600. Sure. What was that new ride we just got? Face-off cars for compact inverted coaster. I don't know what that is. So I'm just going to put it in there. Excitement goes up, intensity goes up, nausea goes up. So that's 4 passengers per car. This one is only 2. Interesting. So if I were to add those to this ride, we double our capacity. Right now there are 32 people on the ride. Taking a look at its very high intensity, could I do that? Let's go back here real fast. That was 7. Okay. So we definitely gain regardless. All right, let's test it out and see what happens here. We're already in the very high intensity rating. We just need to make sure that it actually should make it through the course no matter what. These are the things that get me in trouble in this game, is that I just get interested in random like niche topics and then I have to see it through. And I could have just cost myself a whole bunch of money. I had a line full of people that wanted to go on that ride, and I just told them to get out of the line because I want to make even more money. All right, so it's doing that. Yay. Going through. Let's see. As long as we don't get extreme, we're good. As long as it stays in the very high. There we go. Open that bad boy up. It's close to extreme, but it's not there yet. And we are about 130 guests away from having this one totally won. And taking a look here, we still have plenty of weeks of advertising for the park itself. So I'm feeling a little better right now. I'd like to get back to, well, at least we're close to the, we could afford another round of advertising for the park itself. And this ride is attracting more people slowly but surely. That's what we need every time that just loads up. There are 48 people on the ride right now. There we go. We're getting close to a full. It's 48 still. It might be the max, actually. Okay, still. That's 12 more people than what we were on it before. Times that by 5. That's making us a significant increase in money overall. Oh, we got a vertical drop coaster coming? Heck yeah. We're going to turn off coasters after that because I don't think we're going to need anything else. We're repaying the loan nicely. We still have 3 and 9 weeks remaining. And we are repaying our loan so fast right now, like remarkably quick. We're almost there. We're going to have this one won in almost no time. And I love this hot mess of stuff. There's no theming, no nothing. It's just rides just smacked onto each other. And that's kind of what we're doing here. Because theming this is a disaster. And I don't know what theme I would pick for an iceberg. Like, that's not a thing that happens in life. So I'm happy with just this hot mess of stuff. And there we are. We have it won. It is over. It is done. We have it completed. Folks, thank you as always for joining me. I'll see you in another episode of Roller Coaster Tycoon or any of the other videos that I post out here. Thanks so much. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.